All right, tonight we're going to get a closer look at the AK-47 field knife by Cold Steel. Let's get into this.
Please hold.
It's my pleasure to present Jimislash.
Okay, so this is the AK-47 field knife by Cold Steel. Check this out. Looks you there. All right. And what it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're about five. What do you say? From right here, I don't know, like 5 1/4 inches. Is that what it's supposed to be? Look at this. Oh, 3V. Check that out. So you got 3V steel here. And this is made in Italy. So there you go. Very grippy knife. Very awesome. So down here you have G10 scales. It's like you can remove those scales if you need to dye them or clean them or do something cool to them. Got a nice lanyard hole right here. Little head knocker here, back here to do some cracking of nuts or skulls or fingers or whatever you got to get in there. All right, now the grip on this thing, I've heard some complaints that it's difficult to hold on to if you're doing this number, and I think we'll show here in a second, because I've already done all the whacking and stuff on this, that it's not that bad. It's not what some people say it is. This is pretty awesome. It's not going to hurt you too bad even if you're doing some chopping from this grip here. Now, the chopping that I did that was most successful, I got back here, and you'll see I was able to get back here and just whack the mess out of stuff with this thing. And the edge held, everything held, no chips, no rolls, no dulling of the edge. Just amazing. 3V is amazing steel. Now, it's not quite stainless steel, so you will have to put a little work into upkeeping it, but man, for the edge retention and toughness you're going to get out of this thing, it's well worth it, especially for something like this that you're going to put a lot of use into. So there you go. This is, and here's the sheath. I always forget the sheath when I'm doing these things. Here's the sheath. And that is the Secure-X sheath. I know some people have a problem with theirs dulling their knife. I haven't had any issues with that happening on mine. But if you have, it's just a strop away from cleaning up that edge. And it's really secure. I mean, when they talk about secure, secure. Dang it. All right. So you have little Velcro snappy belt loop thing, so you're good to go. Got a nice substantial belt loop. So it just hangs right there. Awesome. I've already done the testing on this. Let's check it out and get back into this. All right, the AK-47 field knife. I'm just gonna whack and see if this gets my arm tired real quick. I'm grabbing it back here a little bit to give it a little more swing. I think here you could tell it would be a problem, but here you just do this all day long. So just 3V, just chopping the mess out of this thing. Okay, now for the all important stuff. Let's see what it does this year. Watermelon. So let's go ahead, see if we can get this to be stabilized. And what we do, just chop it. That's not even a problem. So there you go, right through the watermelon. A little whack there. Oh dang, I don't want to mess that one up. That's a good one. All right, I promise you a coconut. Let's see what it does to the coconut. There you go, right into that coconut. Check that edge. Nothing on that edge. Right through that thing. AK-47, just a horrible beast of a knife. All right, for this video, I'm bringing back a Jimislash classic to beat on this AK-47 a little bit more. and just see how tired it gets our hands just from doing some chopping, mostly because there's a ton of mosquitoes outside. I'm tired of being eaten up. But this is a nice hardwood dinner tray, old school Jimislash. Let's check it out. Wood chips everywhere. Alright, so if you're grabbing back here on this thing, this feels really good in a chopping motion. Now, here, you're going to get a lot of that back up between your wrist and to your hand. But even that's not too bad. But you're probably going to hear for like some more of a skinning kind of motion, fire, flare, feather sticking. But this is not too horrible here. But back here is definitely where you want to be for chopping. Very secure. You got that little gnarl here, little thing here you're holding on. It's still 4-finger knife back here, and it feels good. This is like the old days. Y'all remember the dinner tray of death? So somebody said that their hand gets tired from doing this. My hand's not tired whatsoever. My wrist is a little beat up, but that's from arm wrestling. Okay, I've made a huge mess in here. This thing is not, I mean, let's check the belly here. I've been beating on this. Oh yeah, still shaving. There we go. Okay, that looks like Hawaii now. All right. So, takes a beating. Doing awesome. Great, great knife. 3V is awesome. All right, so as you can see, it holds up to a beating. Chopped into that fruit really easy. Of course, the watermelon, but even the coconut, just smashed into that coconut. Not a problem. No edge issues, nothing like that. Chopped into the table tray, the food tray of death in the testing room, and just went old school beating on that thing and threw chips everywhere. Not a problem. And it didn't really hurt. I have an injury to my wrist right now, but even that I was able to sustain some good chops in there. So it's not going to be an issue. You can take this out in the field and to do what you got to do. Now I know some of you can be like, when I do my chopping, I like to carry an axe. Well, we get it, Paul Bunyan, but on the outside chance that maybe you don't have an axe or you're doing something you weren't planning on doing, this thing will do some good minimalistic chopping for you. You got to get some firewood, chop up some branches or something like that. This thing's going to hold out for you really nicely and not going to be a beast on your arthritic wrist there. All right, so there you go. Let me know what you think down there. Do you have one of these? Do you have the older one? I heard there's one that is DLC'd, so that would be nice with the 3V. I think DLC would be awesome on the 3V there. But if you have one of these, let me know what you think. If you had problems with it as far as hurting your girl-like hands while you chop or something like that. I'm just kidding. I didn't have any problems, and I'm not a Mr. Tough Guy or anything like that, but I was able to get some good wax in there. All 4 positions, 2 positions on both hands. This one there, this one here, this one of course, and then back here. Just be able to get the momentum, and doesn't feel like it's slipping out of your hand. It's catching really nicely, and gives you some good chopping action there. All right. Once again, let me know what you think. I got this at Lone Star Sports Optics, and go check them out and order from over there. And I think that's it. Use the Jimislash code and you will get 10% off. I'll leave all that info down in the notes, and I will talk to you later. Okay, just a couple little extras here at the end. What I'm going to do is just show you, I don't have a whole lot of fruit in the house right now, except that watermelon and that coconut. I'm just going to cut some of this 550 here for piff, and I'm going to use this knife here, the AK-47, just to show you how easy it is to do so right here. So there we go. I mean, just barely pushing through there. And I think that's it. I would cut through all this, but then it's a waste of piff cord here. So, feels good there. Now, we're going to see what it will do. Just a little slicey action, just to see how it goes through this lemon here. So, there you go. And that's after all the beatings it took, and still getting thin slices there. So that's pretty good, right? What do y'all think? I mean, it's obviously not a super slicer, but if you had to do a little bit of slicing with this thing, check that out. These are pretty thin little lemon slices. So it's sharp, it's pretty slicey, definitely a chopper. Now, I'll talk to you later.